I'm Alex Roi, author of The Driver, a memoir about a pretty normal guy who becomes an illegal rally driver and outlaw and jail visitor. I've done 11 rallies, 6 cross-country, the rest in Europe and Africa and Asia. A rally is a legal, untimed event with cars on public roads. Things like the Gumball and the Bullrun, things that I've done in the past, technically are not races. You have maybe 100 cars. Each entry pays $15,000 or $20,000 and to drive New York to LA or San Francisco to Miami. Imagine the world's most expensive road trip where 95 of the cars are just there to have a good time and show off their cars, and 5 of those guys actually are racing and probably should be kicked out or arrested. I'm one of those 5. My father revealed to me on his deathbed that he really wanted to do the original Cannonball Run. My mother didn't think this was a good idea and said that if my father did it, she would leave him and take me at age 8 with her. I kind of got in my head that this is something I wanted to do. My parents were great parents. I went to private schools. I had everything, but I wanted something money couldn't buy. In the beginning, knowing nothing about cross-country racing, but having only the Cannonball Run movie as research, there were obviously 2 schools of thought. The Ferrari-Lamborghini school of maximum speed, bribery, money, and naked girls. And the other side were, the fake ambulance and the fake patient and kind of various gags. And since I couldn't afford a Lamborghini or Porsche, and also thought that was kind of suicide, and I also always wanted to be a cop, I knew that if I saw a Ferrari going by at 30 miles an hour, that's the guy I'd stop. I took a map, studied poli-sci, and I'm like, let me pick neutral countries that have no enemies. They're very far away from where we're driving, and that's what we're going to wear. Then we Google the uniforms and see what they look like. Then we go on eBay and see if we can afford them. And if we can't, we make fake ones that are cheap. Mountie jackets all over eBay, no problem. Swedish Highway Patrol. There is no Swedish Highway Patrol. So going as a Swede, everybody loves Swedes. I mean, we wouldn't go probably as Syrian Highway Patrol would not be a good idea, and anywhere. I'll give you an example of the kind of thing we would say if we're pulled over. If we're pulled over alone for a huge speed violation, we're guilty, and it would be insulting to a police officer to do anything but confess, unless he comes up to the car smiling. And if he comes to the car smiling, that means he might know who we are, and if not, he wants to let us go. He's looking for an excuse not to if we mess up. So, police officer comes to the car and he's smiling, and if we're in German police outfits, I'll break out the only German I know. And that would be, Guten Abend, Herr Amerikaner Offizier, das ist eine deutsche Autobahnverfolgung, Stuttgart, Polizei, BMW M5. Which he would have no idea what that means. Which is basically, how are you doing? How do you like my Stuttgart Highway Patrol BMW? I only wish I was as good at, say, researching medical cures for obscure illnesses as I was at driving a car long distances, but I'm not.